Hi Ted, this is Jacob from Toyota City here in Wetaskiwin. I was going to just do the regular pictures like I was telling you about, but at the same time I kind of figured that with a vehicle of this caliber and for its conditions, interior pictures just wouldn't do it justice, so I decided just to do a little bit of a quick video walk around for you, just mostly highlighting the biggest features with things, which are going to be things like your versatility, uniqueness, and then just the overall condition with this vehicle. So first things I really want to point out to you here, so you're going to notice just from the front profile of the vehicle, as you can see the sun already going off of it. Chrome was a really big thing back in the early 2000s. Now the big difference between this chrome here and the chrome that you normally see on most vehicles nowadays is going to be just the pure fact that this isn't just like peel off chrome, so this won't start to peel off in several years. This is actual chrome like plating itself, so it's an actual insert. So you're going to notice it all around the whole vehicle. I want to show you here first of all, and also one of the biggest things I also wanted to show you about with the general care of the previous owners of this vehicles. First thing you're going to notice is this hood deflector here. The biggest thing with that hood deflector is what it really tells you is that the original owners, when they bought this, they weren't planning on just keeping it for a year or two and then flipping it, or else they wouldn't really care about trying to prevent rock chips and other big things like that. They were actually planning on keeping it for a while. And so that's where really it comes in when the second owners got it there. And as you can see here, across the whole hood, bare minimum amount of rock chips whatsoever, considering that it's already 13 years old. And also coming around here to the side now, what you're really going to notice, of course, once again, the little chrome strippings here on either side. And then, of course, your alloy wheels, chrome bumper coming up here in the rear. And you're also going to notice too as well, speaking about the versatility, the amount of clearance that this vehicle has actually beats what most modern SUVs even actually have for their regular clearance for a four-wheel drive vehicle. So that's going to give you a little bit better handling during the winter time, a little bit more versatility as far as any off-roading that you do, and then especially going to just a little bit more ease of mind for yourself when you are going through those little bit more rigorous trails. So one of the first things I really wanted to show you here actually is just in the rear. So first thing you're going to notice, it does actually come well equipped for its year. You got all power windows, speakers here on the side. You're going to notice all of your cloth seats here. Now the biggest thing I really want to show you with the interior here is you're going to notice you don't see all the regular wear and tear that you usually do. It's all very minor amounts. Everything is still in actually really awesome condition. You're going to notice there's no excessive wear on the seats, no tears, nothing like that. And then other big things with these rear seats here, notice they do come with a little extra versatility, and so both of these sides actually do fold right open, just like this side did here. Gives you a little bit more extra space in case you are hauling anything. Then these seats actually fold right flat down, and then with the removal of these headrests, just like this, these fold right down flat. They actually have a stopper here for your little placement here for your headrests, and what that basically does for you is you're going to notice right into the back, opens it up a little bit more, gives you a little bit more versatility, allows you to do that little extra hauling that you need to do, so it kind of keeps on to the whole truck frame of things as well as with that four-wheel drive. Now coming around also to the back seat here, you're also going to notice little things like your climate control here, even for people in the rear. So even these rear people are going to be able to have all of their own fan controls for high and low and temperatures, which is usually something we didn't really see until a little bit more modern now, where you get your second row or your third row having the ability to affect their own climates. So coming around here to the rear though, now you're going to notice once again I'm going to show you chrome all along the back here, and like I said, this isn't just your regular peel off chrome in a couple of years. This is still probably the exact original chrome that came with the vehicle, which is something you won't see with a lot of vehicles now. And of course chrome all for your emblems here, the Toyota emblem itself, and then just the package, which is the SR5, and then representing your V6 engine here too as well. Also you're going to notice is your huge back window here. Now that's pretty unique to the early 2000s, where a lot of the windows were oversized, and so the biggest thing with that is that they basically were looking for bigger versatility, a little bit more versatility as far as viewing. So you're going to have these huge oversized windows that are going to give you that extra visibility. You're not going to have that kind of the blind spots that you worry with a lot of compact SUVs. Coming here into the rear, all nice hydraulic trunk here for you, and then now you're going to notice that you do actually have a huge amount of space here in the back. And as you can see, if we had both of these seats here fold down, just like these ones do over here with those ones, You have a ton of extra space for any sort of cargo carrying. And then the carpeted backs all along everything, and even under the seats here, basically just to help preserve the seats so that they don't get worn or torn or anything like that. So you have a little bit extra on that end. And then also you're going to notice little things like little tie down hooks all around here, 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 and here. And basically what those are for is just in case you ever happen to have a load in the back here, then you're able just to take those, strap it all in, and then keeps it in one solid spot for you all the time. And then in here, it's going to be little extra storage cubby for yourself, all sorts of different things you can fit into there, and then goes right back in, of course seals right back up, just like that. And then also a really big thing I want to show you back here is, once again, notice you don't see excessive tears or wear even on the carpet in the rear here. So this would have been the area where they were hauling everything for the last 13 years of their livelihood, raising kids, everything like that. You can expect all sorts of stuff back here, but they were still able to keep it in almost near perfect condition. So, and just one last little thing here, even an accessory outlet here in the rear, very rear. Great for anybody in the back seat who still needs to charge cell phones, iPods, anything like that, of course. So even for the year 2000, its condition is absolutely impeccable and still comes very well equipped. Also, coming around here to the other side now, give you another side profile. Once again, notice the chrome stripping all along here, and also notice the general lack of rusting that you'll see. Typically you'll see rusting coming in all along the sides of these wheel wells. Lots of stuff typical with early 2000 vehicles, not just Toyotas, any really old vehicles. Of course you're going to start seeing a lot of that premature rusting, but this one is virtually bare minimum nothing. Coming in here to the passenger side, passenger is equipped with an auto down window here. Power locks are all standard here too as well. And then right underneath here, it's going to be your glove box, nice little storage space in there, and of course all your ventilation controls for each person on either side. But once again, most importantly, I wanted you to notice, even your passenger seat here, bare minimum, no wear and tear on it. And this would have been the second most used seat in the whole entire vehicle. And once again, you can see it's in basically near perfect condition. Now, coming back around here to the front again, I also want to show you just the other side. And when you get in, on your driver's side here, you're going to notice on this side, auto down windows for you and the passenger, power windows for everybody else, power locks, even power mirrors are standard for you. Other really nice features, you have built-in tweeters on either side here. And basically what those do, enhance your sound quality, everything like that. Here in your actual seat itself, you have, of course, your manual forwards and back. You got height seat adjustments right here even. And then of course your regular forward and back for your back of your seat. And then now hopping into it, we just take those out for a second. I'll show you a little bit on the inside here. So even some pretty new features that would have been for the time are going to be things like this clutch start. And basically what this does is you're essentially going to be able to turn this on and not have to use your actual clutch itself down here to start your vehicle. It's really great for hill starts, things like that. A lot of city use, probably more particularly. And even things like cruise control comes standard on here too as well. All of it still works, of course. Tested it all myself. Right here are going to be all your light controls on the left hand side, wiper controls here, rear wiper controls over here, and then if you look right here in the middle, you're going to see they did upgrade their center dash a little bit. So you do have just a regular clock here, auto defrost here, air conditioning of course, fan controls, temperature controls, different mode controls. Then you see that you don't have a tape deck in here. They did upgrade it. You do have an actual updated CD deck itself, so you're going to be able to hook up any sorts of stuff to that too as well. And then even coming down here, the cigarette lighter that would have been pretty standard for the time, and then even 2 additional accessory outlets to the one in the rear. So even you and the passenger and your rear passenger are going to be all basically be able to recharge something at the same time. Of course, right down here, it's going to be your 5-speed transmission. And then over here is going to be your traditional 4-wheel drive controls. And so the biggest thing with the 4Runner is that they're basically like a SUV Tacoma. So you're going to have that versatility of a truck while still having the creature comforts and the spaciousness on the interior here of a SUV. And so with that, it runs on a traditional 4-wheel drive system, so you're going to be able to switch from your regular 2-wheel drive, the 4 high, which is just going to be like your regular get in, go 4-wheel drive like you're used to. And then of course, coming over here to neutral, and then 4 low, which is going to be your emergency situation kind of 4-wheel drive. But now if I start it up, I'll let you listen to the V6 engine for its time. So, one of the biggest things I wanted to point out to you is that it still hasn't even cracked 200,000 kilometers, which means that over the last 13 years, they've actually been driving it to less than half of what the average person drives, which is usually 20 to 30,000 clicks a year. So we would expect to see pretty close to at least 300,000 kilometers on this thing at this time. But, like I said, the wear and the condition of this vehicle is absolutely phenomenal for its time. Then, other really big things, as you can see, your tech works perfectly. Everything else on the inside though, fairly straightforward, fairly standard. You're gonna have, of course, just your regular mirror up here too, of course, regular tilt functionality with that, all your power locks, all your power windows, everything else like that. But most importantly, just kind of wanted to give you a little bit better idea of the exact condition of the vehicle that you're looking at. So this isn't, like I said, this isn't like the typical 2000s, you know, almost a dozen years old kind of vehicles that we get in. Anything usually with a decade old like we would get in this condition, never ever in this prime of condition. This is actually probably one of the best ones we've gotten in for quite some time. But just want to give you a little bit better idea of what you're looking at getting into. So send this off to you right away, and then once again, any questions, anything I can do to help before you talk to your wife and finalize everything for you guys to come in, you just give me a holler, Ted. Thanks very much. Have a good day, Ted. And take a look at our store in case you've never seen it either. So that way you have an idea of what you're looking at when you come to drive in. Thanks a lot, Ted. Have a good day.